The story begins with a couple who had only been dating for 3 days. In the midst of their honeymoon phase, when their limbs felt like they weren't their own, they drove along a desolate highway. As they pulled into the motel marked by the danger sign, they were so lost in each other's embrace that they remained oblivious. At the entrance stood a burly man nicknamed Big Guy, furtively using a truck to shield a body bag. Instead of fleeing, the clueless couple demanded a room with a king-size bed. They had no idea the motel owner was a perverted voyeur who had already installed surveillance equipment in the room to feed his twisted desires. Thrilled, he ordered his henchmen, "Start the hunt before dawn." Fast forward to the next morning. The couple strolled leisurely through the courtyard, exposing themselves to the surveillance cameras like walking into a trap. They entered a cafe seeking coffee to wake up, but Big Guy had already laced their drinks with enough sedatives to knock out an elephant. Just as their consciousness began to fade, the madwoman behind the counter suddenly began frantically ringing an alarm bell. A real, functioning police alarm. The Big Guy charged out wielding a shotgun. Our hero drew his pistol, and both sides locked in a tense standoff. But then, unexpectedly, the Big Guy let them go. He even bellowed an order. "Turn right, you bastard!" It wasn't a friendly gesture. It was a trap leading them into a dead end. Bang! The fake cop intercepted them, knocked them both unconscious, and dragged them back to the Hell Hotel. When the man awoke, he found himself in a massive pit surrounded by the rotting corpses of former guests. This was truly a dead end. Meanwhile, the girl was imprisoned in an iron cage in the basement. The hulking guard was obsessed with her, but as a lowly enforcer, he could only watch her like a predator. Then the jealous blonde clerk appeared, deciding to give the girl a 30-minute shower with a high-pressure water jet. The cold, brutal humiliation was suffocating, but the heroine had now fully transformed into a beast. She found a rusty nail in the dirt and recognized the Hulk's fatal weakness: lust. She began to tease and provoke him, whispering, "I want you to touch me. Come in." The Hulk's brain instantly turned to mush. He opened the cage door and stepped inside. Click! She drove the nail deep into his eyeball. As his screams filled the air, her boyfriend seized the moment to crawl out of the pit, taking advantage of the fake cop's suicide, and beat the brute to death with a club. Without waiting for an apology, they jumped into the car and floored the accelerator. The crazed boss tried to block their path like some superhuman, but the couple didn't even bat an eyelid. They dragged him along like a hoodlum until he became roadkill. They returned safely to the city, but the scars? Those remained forever.
I swear to God, Penelope, you're the girl at the end of the rainbow.